Hey y'all, so today we have my lovely friend Amanda with me. She's lending her face as a makeup model. So today we're gonna do a Spider Queen, Spider Witchy type of look. You just wanna go in with foundation. We're gonna start off with our normal glam. Pop on some foundation. And then we're just going to bronze / sculpt out on the cheekbones and the forehead and under the neck, the normal shadow points. Just creating some nice shape in the face. Amanda has really nice skin, like honestly, skin goals. Her skin is not very textured and also super even. And then you're just going to use some blush and go on the high points of the cheek, like high up on the cheek, and blend it out. And then we pop some concealer under the eyes. You can also highlight on the forehead, between the brows, down the nose, whatever you like to do for your typical glam. Amanda usually doesn't wear lots of foundation. As I said, she has a really nice complexion. And then we just pop on some powder to set it all up. You can also use the powder to kind of smooth out texture. But it also helps to hold the makeup in place. Once we're all powdered, we're going to go in with some highlight. I like to highlight just over the tops of the cheeks, down the center of the nose, on top of the brow arch. And then once we're highlighted, I went in with a lime green shadow. You're just going to pick a lime green shadow up and place it about almost all the way across the lid. I went about 3/4 of the way. You're just going to stamp that on so it's nice and pigmented. Nice, bright, vibrant green. I feel like green's a very witchy color. And then I went in with some dark purple and popped that into the crease and the outer corner. Right now, you're just placing the colors. Blending will come later. And then you just blend and try to make the colors a little seamless, a little bit less of a harsh line. Obviously, purple and green are not easy colors to blend together, and blending can be a bit tedious. Then I went in with a nice champagne, sparkly, almost light gold shadow and popped that on the inner corners. I also used the shadow to blend over under the brow bone to blend out the purple a little bit more, make it less harsh. And you want to blend until it looks roughly like so. And then you're going to go in with some purple liner. I just have cake liner here. And we're going to make a little spider web. So to start your spider web, you can just make a line where you would typically make your wing. When you do eyeliner, you just make a line and kind of extend it almost to the end or past the end of your brow. And then you just pop some lines coming out from under the eye. I think I did about 3 lines here. Yeah. And then once you have your lines, you're just going to connect them with a nice curved line. You don't want to use a straight line because that'll look a little funky. You want to curve your line in towards your eye. And I just placed 3 curved lines going up. I have a lot of respect for people who create videos and content, because doing this while having your arm extended, especially when you have shaky hands like I do, is not easy. It's a lot easier to do when you can just stand in front of the person and be really precise. So then you just go in with, honestly, any other color of liner you want. You could go in with green, you could go in with black, you could go in with white, and just make little spider webs on the inner parts. You don't have to do this part, I just felt like doing the little extra. And for that, you just make a few lines and connect them with that little curved line. And you want to do a few lines going in. I didn't really make these big enough, so they started looking a little smudged. I probably could have used even a smaller brush. I actually go in and redo the first one because I didn't like how it came out. It looks more like a smudge. And then I ended up getting frustrated because I redid it about 3 or 4 times and it was still looking like a smudge. And finally, the last time, it didn't look like a smudge, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I just left it at that point. And there you go, there's my white redone spider web. That still doesn't look perfect, but it gets the job done. So then I just went in with some black lipstick. You can use, or black face paint. You can use lipstick or eyeliner. Again, don't use eyeliner that you're going to use on your eyes. You do not want mouth bacteria in your eyes. And you just line your lips with the black and slightly fill them in like so. And then I went in with a lime green, and I used that lime green to fill in the lips, and then I just had Amanda blend. You can blend with your fingers or a brush, but honestly it worked out well, her just blending with her lips. And if you don't like how it blended, you can always add more, blend some more, whatever you need. You can also pop on mascara or lashes with this look as well. But there you have it, a spooky little spider queen or spider witch. Isn't she